Hello guys, I am Umair Nazim and welcome to the series of Object Oriented in Java. Now you are watching lecture number 5 and the part is 2. So in the previous video, that was lecture number 5, the part was 1. I demonstrated you on the board and we talked about the access modifiers. So in this video, we will take a look on the compiler here and we will study the same things we covered in the previous video, so that you can understand each and everything perfect. So we will talk about the access modifiers that are the public, private and static. So first take a look here. So here guys, I have created two files. So as you can see here, so inside this lecture project, I have this one package that is pack01. So inside this pack01, here I have two classes. One is adder and one is main. I have given the name as a main. So there are two classes. Now here inside this main class, as you can see, this one is pack01 package, and here in the adder we have the same package, that is pack01. So it means we have one package, but inside one package we have two classes. So the first class is here main class, this one main, and inside this main class we have this method, that is main method. Here let's take a look on the adder class. In the adder class we have again one method, that is main method. But what we will do here in this example, we will write our code inside this adder class and we will access that code inside the main class. So now first of all, let's see what is a public. Actually in the previous video I also talked about these things in a very detail. If you haven't watched that video, I will recommend you please first watch that video and then come to this video. So by declaring as a public to our fields, to our methods, actually we can access that method inside the same package, inside the same package and inside the other file. And by declaring as a public, we can access them into another package also. So that is the main concept of public. Now let me create here one method. So this is also a public method. First of all, I write the access modifier, that is public. Then I will write here static. Sorry, I have to write with the lowercase. Public static. And then after that I will write my method like either it is a return type or not return type, void. So I will write here void, that means like it will not return anything. Now I have to give a name. So here I have given the name as an addition. So now here I will create one variable here. Let's do an addition. Okay, so I write here integer a is equal to 10. I will create second variable b is equal to 20. Now here I will perform the addition. So here I will write a plus b. So now guys, when I will call this function, this method so it will give me the result, that is 30, right? Now I want to access both these methods into the main class. So how can I access? Because both of them are public, so it means I can access them into another class. So to access these both methods, so I have to go to this main class here, inside this main method. If you remember, I always said to you this thing, like our execution will always start from the main method, that is here main method. So within main method, whatever we will write, the compiler will execute that thing. Now here to access the other class, we have to create an object. So to create an object, I will write here adder, that is the name of my other class. Then I have to give any name, let's suppose add, and then new, this is a keyword, and adder again the name of my class. So but here in this adder class we don't have any constructor, so we don't need to put any values here. So I also talked about the constructors in the previous videos. You can also watch that one. Now when I will write here AD, I will put this dot. So by putting this dot here, as you can see, we have this addition method. So here, as you can see, it is giving addition method with the class name that is adder, and also it is giving this main method also. So here we have two methods, one is main method and one is addition method. So here we can see both the names here. So AD dot again, so as you can see here addition, here main. So I can call both of them if I want, but I will call for this time just addition. So let's do it like this, and now save this file by using Ctrl S, and let's run it. So as you can see, the result is 30 here. But now guys, we are accessing this class inside the same package. If you want to access it outside the main package, then what you can do here, again you will go to your project, you will click here in the new, you will come here project, and you can create one more project. So here you will come, you will give a name, and you will create one more project. So here it is like, you can say now we have just one project. The second project will be visible here. You can create one class like this. Here I have created two classes. You can create any, like if you want to create 2, 3 something like classes, you can create them and you can access them. But here we will just take a look on the just one within one package. So it's like this. So that is the basic concept of public. Now let's take a look, what is static? What does it mean static? So if I remove here public, just here I have written this one as a static. Now guys, please understand this thing well, because it is very important topic. By declaring it as a static, there are two main things that you have to remember always. One is like you can access the static fields inside the static fields. And the second thing is you can access the static methods or the static fields without creating the object of the class. Like before that, if you remember, when I was accessing this one by declaring as a public, I created here object and then I access it. But now if I want to access this static here, I will come here and let me remove this thing. So if I remove this thing, so let me remove this thing also. Now without creating an object, simply I will write the class name that is adder, then I will put dot. So as you can see here, we have addition and this one main method. Why? Because our main method is also as a static. So here we have also static, here we have also static. So these both are static. Now just by typing the class name, I can access them, both of them. So if I write here again addition, let me run it now. Let's first of all save both the files by using Ctrl S, and let's run it. So again, as you can see, the result is 30 here. But now let me remove this static from here, this static. If I remove this static from here, and let's save this one and go to this class. So as you can see here, now we have error because that field is not static now. So we cannot access it like this. And let me remove from here also this static. If I remove static from here also, let's save it and go to the main class here. So let me remove this thing also and let's do it again. Adder dot. So as you can see, now we don't have any method because we remove the static access modifier. So that's why we cannot access it. So that is the main concept of statics. Now let's write them again. Static here, and let's do it again. Static. But sorry, one thing I forget. So if I, like before that, I was accessing these two fields outside this class, like I mean here in the main class, that is a separate class. But if you want to access them, these both, if you want to access this method inside this one, inside this main method, I mean in the same class, then you don't need to write the class name. So simply you can write here addition like this, and you can call it. So this is the way, because now I am in the same class and I have also this static field, so I am accessing this static method inside this static method. So for that reason, if you are in the same class, you don't need to write the, like here, adder, you don't need to write the class name. But let me show you one more thing. So here if I remove this static, like as I said that we can access the static methods inside the static methods just. So if I remove here from the static, and let's see it now. So if I remove this one as a static here, so let me write it here like this, and let's see what will be the result. So let me save this thing also, because it is also main method, so it can do execution. So as you can see, it's giving nothing. So if I write here static like this, let's see. So as you can see, now the result is 30, right? I hope you get this concept. Now let me show you what is private. Now if I write here private like this, so what it means, private. So guys, by declaring something as a private, then you can access that thing just within the same class. You cannot access it outside the main class because it is as a private. So what it means, now for example, if I want to access this private method into this main class, so can I access it or not? Let's see. So if I write here, let's suppose if I create the object here, like this. So if I press here this dot here, so as you can see, we don't have any method here, just we have this main method, because this main method is public and also it is static, but we don't have our addition method here. Why? Because this method we declare it as a private, so that's why we cannot access it outside this class. But if I want to access this method in the same class here, I can access it because it is now static. So I can write it like addition, like this, simply. So I can access it inside the same class, but outside the class I cannot access it. So these things are not just for the methods, you can also do the same things for the variables. So guys, I hope that the concept is clear to you. And how can we access these private methods or the variables outside this class? So there is a way, and we can do it by using the getters and setters, but I will talk about the getters and setters in the upcoming video because it is a very important topic, so I want to create a separate video on that one. So we will take a look about these things in a detail in the upcoming video. Hope to see you there and wish you a great success. Thank you.